from flat vector to 3D garment in minutes. Yes, your Illustrator files can come to life in CLO3D. Hi, I'm Christina, and I love to digitally make patterns, creating unique pieces of wearable art and sewing patterns that I can wear and share. One question I get a lot of the time is, I made my pattern originally in Illustrator. Can I import it into CLO3D and see it on the avatar? And the answer is yes. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. Let me show you how we can make this magic happen. I am going to bring up my computer screen here. And this is just a pattern I have on Adobe Illustrator. I drafted it a little while ago, and it is my heart back shirt that I have. Before I actually import it to CLO3D, I like to make sure that I have one of the measurements so I can just double check everything went smoothly. So commonly what I'll do, instead of taking a measurement of one of these, I will just make myself a little 2x2 square. I'm going to delete that for a second. So I'd hit M, click, 2x2 square, hit enter. And then I have a 2x2 square already there. The next thing you want to make sure is, I would always recommend that all of these pattern pieces are fully closed. If they're not fully closed, they will not import. I have not actually double checked to make sure all of these are fully closed. So we're going to find out as we do this. So next, I'm going to open up CLO3D, go to File, Import Add, Adobe PDF, and it's going to bring up a file folder, and we're going to go into where it's located. We're going to let it, I'm not going to change any of these, and I'm just going to hit OK. It's going to think about it, and boom, it has imported everything. It imported my waist lines, or my waist seams there as baselines. The heart in the back is also a baseline right now, but it also did my little square. So that's the first thing I like to check is see, is that a 2x2 square? Yes, it is. I'm happy with that, so I can delete and get rid of it. The next thing I want to do, if I was to want to put this on an avatar, I'm going to go ahead and bring up my library here. We're going to go into female avatar. Whoops, we're going to add to workspace, not just click on her. And actually, we're going to change her size as well. There we go. I think that's about the size. We'll have to see. Well, we'll see what happens. The next thing I want to do is I need to make a copy of all of these. So I'm just going to highlight everything, symmetric pattern with sewing, and click over. That way I can then move it over to the front, and we have our sewing. Then we actually have to go through and sew everything. Oop, zoomed in really close. I'm going to do some free sewing here. You are definitely going the wrong way. We're going to try that again. Here we go. Side seam. Side back seam. And that's the front. Oh, let me think about, how did I actually pattern this? I think this is the front. That's the side seam. But I don't need to double that piece. That piece is center front there, like that. There we go. That's what that is. So that one can go there. That one can go there. No, no. And we're going to do free sewing. So as I was looking at all of these pieces here, I realize they are not correct. So I came back here and noted I am actually missing a piece. So this piece was not fully closed. So I'm just going to go around to my four corners and make sure that everything is joined. Okay. Then I'm just going to grab these guys and we're going to do a new piece. Not that. Paste them. Get our square 2 by 2. Whoops. Save as. Heartback skirt. Then what we're going to do is we're going to import add heartback skirt. Okay. It's going to think about it. There we go. And there we have that. We're going to double check our square 2. Good. We're going to delete it. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to unfold this line with sewing. And then I'm going to highlight these other 3 and get a symmetric pattern with sewing. So it goes there. Then I can actually sew everything together and it will work out. There we go. And then this is obviously not trued because it has a beautiful little peak there that we'll want to fix before we fully finalize our pattern. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. We'll true that at a little bit later date. So then I'm going to put on my blue dots, grab the front pieces. Oh, can I not get them right on that one? Well, we're going to put them up a little high. Pull them out. Side pieces. Side back pieces and back pieces. And then sleeves. Wrong side. And with these sleeves, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that offset just a little bit up so that it is not doing anything too funky. Yep, that's looking good. Do the centerpiece right there. We're going to do the side piece. Oh, nope, centerpiece. Side piece, but this one I'm going to kind of pull out. Side back piece. that is on this side. Twist it. This is one of those reasons why it's always good to have those stitch lines on, because this is actually not going to go the way I planned. Well, maybe it is. Let's see here. I want to make sure everything is gonna go so the way I'm wanting it to. Just that one. Okay, he was just in just a little bit. That's okay. We can work with that. And let's go ahead and give her a sew together. There we go. So there we have her. Just a little big on her. A lot big on her. I did not quite get the right size of avatar. I do not have mine pulled up at the moment. But there we have it. We can now see our garment on our avatar. And just like that, your pattern, your Illustrator pattern is walking on the virtual runway on CLO3D. You might need to make sure that you have the right size avatar for the pattern you drafted. That would make a huge difference so she doesn't look all frumpy and sad. If this gave you a spark of inspiration, give it a like and a subscribe, because if you're interested in bringing your creative ideas to life with digital tools, you are in the right place. I look forward to seeing you in some of my other videos. Take care.